The team we have, the dynamic, the energy, the rhythm, it's the best in a long time. I would go so far and say it's the best. Team dynamics that we have had during all 10 years.
It's like good enough, so you gotta be great, and I'ma do whatever it takes. Doing what I love in life, and I'll pay the price, and not stopping even if the shit kills me, even if it kills me.
Okay, then 125, and I give you the countdown. Mattias, you and your last second adjustments every time, and I'm trying to roll. We're like,
I know,
am I good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see you.
Okay.
So which episode is it?
125. Okay.
Nice. I'm ready. Let's take it away.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my friends, and welcome to MattGron Talks. This is episode 125, and my name is Mattias Gronborg, aka MattGron, and I'm the founder of the HubSpot agency iGoMoon. And here I share my scaling up journey, building iGoMoon from nothing to something. And of course, we have with us, as usual, the one and only Svea-Malina Landshoff, my co-host in the game.
Hi, Mattias. I liked how you said agency today. It's agency, Almost sounds like our tagline here, which is, this is where entrepreneurship runs smack into reality. Agency, smack into reality. We should do a sound, like in our own intro sound. What do you think about that?
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah,
like
because
a song.
we're both amazing singers who wouldn't love to hear that. Yeah. But so welcome to MattGron Talks. We had some technical difficulties today, which is not uncommon when you're trying to record remote episodes. Mattias' computer decided to do a major update right before the recording. But now I think we're back on track. Everything looks good now. We can roll. So let's take it away. Do we want to introduce the framework for everyone who doesn't know us and what we're doing?
Yeah, that's a good idea. We have a framework for you guys. Every Monday I talk about self-development, and I'm sharing my journey growing as a human being and a leader. And today we have the Wednesday episode, and that means that we are talking about everything I'm learning in the entrepreneurial process, scaling up iGoMoon. And every Friday, I share my weekly inventory, and then I talk about things that I could have done differently. And I'm also sharing what I have learned during the weeks, or the week, or weeks actually, because sometimes the time frame is a little bit bigger than just a week. I'm also sharing in that inventory the victories.
Yeah, I was waiting for my part there.
Yeah.
Yes, the victories. But that's for our Friday episode. Today, like you said, we're gonna take the Wednesday. And last episode, the Monday episode of this week, we talked about, staying organized and staying structured. And I know it was not your favorite episode, and we had to do a couple of takes there. I know. So I thought today we're gonna make it a bit more easy, relax a bit, and just have a chat about the last couple of weeks of the year. Because I'm curious how that looks like at iGoMoon. Just in general, it started off easy. How's the mood at the office? Like, can you tell that, approaching the vacation time, everything is a bit slower? Or is it maybe the opposite? How is the mood at the office right now?
I think the mood is really good.
Yeah.
And if I look back, I think December has been much more, stressful and compared to this year.
Why do you think that's different now?
I think the team we have, the dynamic, the energy, the rhythm, it's the best in a long time. Yes. I would say I would go so far and say it's the best. Team dynamics, maybe an S.
Yeah, cool.
At the end, I don't know. I'm not sure. that we have had during all 10 years.
Wow.
So I think that's a good foundation to make December really, really good. And I mean, today we also we look back into November, and we can see that November will be a really good month on the financial side as well. So I think we can take a lot of good things with us, and really wrap up this year.
Nice. So. Yeah, I heard, I think last week or something when we started to record, I heard some Christmas songs in the background when the door opened. And David told me when he was filming, there's lots of Christmas spirits at the office. So that's really nice to hear that you say that the team right now is like one of the best, if not the best, the best vibes at iGoMoon that it has been for the last couple of years, or maybe ever. That's really cool. Yeah. And you said that, November was a good month, and it's a good base to end the year, right? How do you end the year? Do you split your projects that you have going on with customers and you stop them in December and continue in January? Or do you have the approach to rather finish as much as you can in December? How do you do that usually?
It depends. November and December is usually our busiest months. And in one way, they are very busy because customers, they really want to, wrap things up. They want to finish all the things before they go on Christmas holiday, so they could kind of, start on clean slates when they come back after the holidays. And but they also want to use their budgets. So they don't want to how should I say, they don't want any budget leftovers.
I think everyone who has a company or understands end of the year, that's where you spend some money that might be over there. Understandable.
Exactly. So they need to use the budget. So but the question you asked, I think it's you can answer it from different perspectives, because if you start a project, and you could maybe start a project and then you have the intention to not finish the project before the holidays, but then you will actually you probably set a goal to reach a certain milestone. Let's say to finish up the design deliveries or something. So after the Christmas break, then you can actually start working on the implementation of the templates for a website or something like that. Just an example. But usually before breaks, what is really bad is to maybe, let's say, if you start a project, let's say we are doing a bigger website and CRM implementation for a customer in HubSpot, then it's not good to just do the, let's say, the strategy workshop and then kind of the kickoff, and then everyone leaves for the break, the Christmas break, because then there will be a gap, 3 weeks later, what happened in that workshop really? So I think it really depends what kind of where you are with the project. And
I understand that.
Then it's better to plan the kickoff or the project start after the break, the Christmas break. So but then that's the project part. Then we have our partnerships, Triangle of Growth partnership, or Triangle of Growth retainers, as we also say. And then we actually need to reach a specific stage in the sprint. But that's a little bit more, how should I say, easy to plan out.
Yeah, okay. And on the personal side of things, are there some things that you want to get finished before you're going on vacation? I think maybe, I don't know if there's something left at the office, but I think there's still like small details left. But I don't know, maybe something comes to mind, something you think, okay, this is something, a project or something personal you want to finish before the vacation.
For me, if I look in my priority list, I would say I really would like to sign off the designer, UX UI designer recruitment.
Mm-hmm.
Time flies here. So
how many positions are still open right now? Because I know you have recruited quite a couple of people lately.
Yeah, we are looking for more UX UI designers, HubSpot developers, inbound marketing consultants.
Okay.
And yes.
So still a lot of positions to fill. So if anyone watching this, is interested.
Content and SEO experts.
Okay. But why the designer? Why is that so important?
There is 4 or 5 because we are in more kind of an urgent need of finding designers right now. So that's why.
Okay. All right.
Because we have Fanny. She's leaving in just before Christmas, so we need to find a replacement. But we also need to scale up with more or recruit more designers. So it's not her leaving. It was a plan before that. But I mean, if someone leaves, then of course it becomes a little bit more urgent to find a replacement. So, but I think if you are watching the show and you know someone in the UX UI field, I would say it could also be because we are also looking to expand our network of freelancers and consultants. So it necessarily doesn't need to be a person joining us for full time, so to speak.
Well, that's interesting you say that, because then maybe someone who is watching might actually be something for someone out there. All right. You said that Fanny is leaving right before Christmas, and that is a perfectly smooth bridge into my next question.
All right.
So I just want to know how you deal with the vacation time, because I know at all companies it's always a hustle. Who works when? Do you work over Christmas? And especially from my background, my mom works at a hospital. There's never a break, so it's always either she works on Christmas or she doesn't. But I feel, I guess, at the agency you have it a little bit better there, that I don't think you have to work the 24th. But how do you organize the vacation time? Do you have some kind of a general vacation, or is it individual?
So we have a framework, and we are using it kind of, super tight, trying to create the same conditions for everyone. So during the Christmas break, everyone is off for 2 weeks, kind of mandatory, break.
Yeah.
Our customers, they are B2B companies, and I think your mother, she's working at a hospital, and that's definitely not a B2B business. So I understand that they need to keep the doors open, and I think we are serving B2B customers, and if we had a more B2C customer, let's say we had customers like e-commerce customers, then I think it would be super tough to actually be off for the Christmas, because and on the e-commerce side, December, and all the sales going on around like even after Christmas. I think that would probably be a peak time then. And so we have 2 weeks off during Christmas, and I mean, and depending on which days, the public holidays, which, if let's say the Boxing Day is on a Saturday or a Sunday day, and it's already a weekend, but sometimes they could also be during the week, and so it depends a little bit how much vacation people needs to actually spend. And but we are off for 2 weeks, and then everyone is off for 4 weeks during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
So
6 weeks.
So we try
of general vacation in a year, right?
Yeah,
that's very nice.
But I mean I think that's kind of typical Swedish vacation planning.
Yeah, that's kind of why I asked about the Christmas time as well, because I know that it is very, very Swedish to have like this, I just call it general vacation in the summertime, where like all of Sweden is just basically off and nothing happens. And in Germany, just where I'm from, it's very different. Like everyone has vacation different times. Also the students all over the country have different vacation times. So I was curious how you're gonna do it over Christmas. But I personally think if you can do it, like a general vacation over Christmas is perfect, because then you don't have all this hustle of trying to, make it equal for everyone, but it's just hard sometimes. If, like you said, you have some kind of business where you need to work over the holidays. And interesting that you brought this up with like an e-commerce business. 100%. I didn't think about that. Yes, if you have someone who's doing online sales and you are like responsible for that website, of course, in that sense, you definitely have to be available, especially over Christmas, where, people buy online a lot.
Yeah.
So, and also speaking about that, just before the recording, we also thought of maybe that we, two of us, do a little break from YouTube over Christmas, because I also think the time when you're off and iGoMoon is shutting down for 2 weeks, there's probably not that much going on we could talk about. So I think we're going to do that, have a break over Christmas and New Year's, and then come back for a fresh start, right?
Yes, for sure.
I need a bit more energy here, Mattias. Woo, fresh start. Yes.
Yes, fresh start. Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it.
But it's not time yet. We still have 3-4 weeks until that we're gonna produce more interesting episodes. But I think for today, that's it. That's all what I wanted to know. Just to chat, what is going on and how the mood is. But happy to hear that it's so good at the office right now and you have a good feeling with everyone. All right. Anything to add, or do you think we can wrap it up here?
I thought about two things when you were sharing the Swedish vacation, like structure. I would say, also in Sweden, there is a law that you, as an employer, you must give people 4 weeks of vacation every year. Mm-hmm. So it's like the employment law in Sweden takes care of that.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but I think the amount of vacation days you get in Sweden is probably very generous compared to many other countries in the world, I think.
Yeah, I think in Germany it's actually also 4 weeks that we have. But I think both Germany and Sweden are generous there. I've heard from other countries that they were like, what? A whole month of vacation, paid vacation every year? Yeah. I mean, that's nice. Let's appreciate that. All right.
But I think it's super important to actually plan it and approach it still with a clear structure. I told you about Christmas. We kind of we closed the shop, and but during summer, I just want to say that during summer we plan it in. It's never closed. Then we try to more plan out the vacation in a way so people are overlapping in that with the vacation weeks with their vacation weeks. So it's always, I mean, talking about vacation, I think it's always super, it's a little bit, how should I say, it's very challenging planning vacation, so everyone will end up happy. Like, I mean, very often I think it's, I mean, I have learned over the years that you, in one way, you try to maybe solve for someone that has, maybe they want a different setup outside of the box, and then you try to, solve it, and because you want to be nice, right? But then if you do like a special solution for that person, then someone else gets jealous, and so as a manager, you always, when you're trying to be nice, you kind of end up just making it worse for yourself. So that's why we try to have this kind of structured planning around vacation, to actually be able to keep everyone happy and serve the customers in the best way. And then we also, of course, I mean, if someone needs to attend a wedding, or there is an anniversary or something, you want to go away for a week, and we always solve that. But it's very important to have clear communication around vacation.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yes.
Nice. And
that's a wrap.
It's a wrap. Okay, Mattias. Thank you for your last additions. I think they were very important. And yeah.
Thanks for watching MattGron Talks. And if you like what we are doing here, please leave a comment. Maybe you have a question. Please let us know, and we will bring that up in the show. And if you don't have a question, see you in the next one. Hit the bell, subscribe, and that will really make our day here.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching, and thank you, Mattias. Bye-bye.